South Africa's election will determine how wary the country has become of the ruling African National Congress Party that has been in power since the end of the apartheid system of white minority rule 30 years ago. The opinion polls predict that the party will likely receive less than 50% of the national vote for the first time.
They speak about jobs, they speak about healthcare, they speak about service delivery, they speak about gender-based violence, they speak about load shedding.
Hello, my beautiful African people. Welcome back to Hail and Ride Africa YouTube channel. Today we are talking about the upcoming South African election. It is less than 2 weeks from now, if I guess right. I think it's gonna happen on 29th May of this month. And you know that South Africa is the Africa's most advanced economy. But you know, this election is the mainstream media is trying to say that it's a tough election, you know, because I think the mainstream media, they're supporting the current you know, party that is in power in South Africa. But even though the prediction is that they're going to lose control of the members of the assemblies, but when you look at the challenges the South Africans are having, you know, because don't forget that the apartheid fell in 1994. It's 30 years now since that horrible government fell. And as I was researching about this election in South Africa, I came across how the mainstream media, the Western media, are saying that the apartheid regime fell peacefully. You know, the way they describe it is so funny, because if you ask the South Africans, they're going to have different stories. I don't think some of them will agree with this comment by the Western media that this apartheid regime fell peacefully. Because if you remember Nelson Mandela, how he suffered in prison and all this stuff they threw at him, you wouldn't use that term that the apartheid regime fell peacefully, you know. But you know, we know this is what these people can say. You know, some of them can even defend the apartheid regime. But we're not talking about this today. We are talking about the election, because they said that you know, South Africa, they still having some problems, like you know, high level of unemployment in that country. And you know, in Africa, even if the ruling party knows that things are not going well under their command or under their regime, they still want to come back and continue as usual, even though they may lack the courage or the resolve to solve the problem of the country. But they want to be there. That's the challenges we have in Africa. You know what I mean? And you know, in South Africa, some of the government you know, services have collapsed. You know, there's what we call the load shedding, you know, that's going on in South Africa for a long time now. You know, load shedding is about, you know, sharing power supply. It means that some part will have electricity from this time to this time, and after that they take it and give to some part. You know, they are sharing this power. But it shouldn't be that way, because South Africa, they are rich enough to have a steady power supply in that country. because they said that there is a steady corruption concern in that country as well. Because of corruption, those stuff that people needed, to be able to do something on their own, they don't even have it, because if you don't have electricity, any place you don't have electricity, you expect that there will be unemployment there. It's just normal, because without electricity, steady electricity, there won't be production. But another point I want to make about the election is that we don't hear about EFF anymore. The mainstream media, they went silent on this party. This economic freedom fighters party, and the Julius Malema is the leader of that party, if I'm correct. And we're supposed to be hearing from them, but because the mainstream media are afraid of this party, they just have kind of want to have a blackout on this party. They don't want to give them platform to showcase what they can do. They don't like Julius Malema, how he is outspoken, and he talks some good points. But if he should have a chance. At least you can see you have love for that country. Not only for the country, you have love for Africa, the whole Africa. I think he has love for them. But hopefully he will win. But I don't know if he's gonna win, because now the game they're playing with him is not to give him a platform to talk. If people doesn't see you or listen to you, how are they gonna know what you can do for them? And that's what the mainstream media, even the Western media, doesn't like him to be there. That's what they are doing now. They don't want to give any platform to EFF, economic freedom fighter, EFF. So it's not good that they don't give him that platform to speak. But the stuff is that in Africa, especially South Africa, very advanced economy and good people there. But most of it it's just like other African countries that we know that we scarcely see good people in the politics that are there to help people, to help solve the problem of Africa. So, but what we are saying is that hopefully it's going to be free and fair election. So so that we don't have the problem we have in other parts of Africa after the election. It's a different story from people on the ground, like recent election in Chad. And they declared I think the incumbent as the winner of that election in Chad, you know what I mean? And people are saying that that election was rigged. We hope that the South African election is not going to be like that or anything closer to this stuff we see in Chad or in any other part of Africa that doesn't have a free and fair election. So that the right person will be chosen by their own people that want them to be there and give them a chance to perform. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Help us reach more people. I'm here, Bratan, as the Russians call me, your brother, the mood. Peace.